Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Brady now on first down. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now Lewis. And right away, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Minshew on first and 10. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Fournette running out of the gun, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Minshew, first and 10. He completes it to Westbrook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
You better be afraid of me. Slam, slam, slam. 25, check 25, check 25. Hey, high 7. Back. Hey,
Minshew throwing on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Hey, echo.
Looking back to the air on second down. It's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Brady's throw there complete. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And Brady's throw there incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey. Time go. Regular. Pilot, 64, weak. Right to the end.
Throwing again. Brady. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he's gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Alabama, 380. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
We got three.
Second and goal.
Check 37. Staying open. Check three. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Watch the ship. Hey.
They'll give Henry another shot. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Hey, goal 66. Bud. Check it. 44 is mine. Goal 50.
Shotgun now for Brady. And that is caught. Walker. Touchdown Titans. Delaney Walker. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Jaguars 3.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
I'm coming after you. Look at me. Go.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. He's going to air one out. And he's got a man complete. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, 87 yards. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Come get some. Come on here. Hey, 66.
Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 40 now on second down. Brady, he'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady now to throw. He completes it to Henry. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Check. Lucky.
They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Check.
Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Wait, 20! Check. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Motion! Check 43! 49! Check 49! Check 49! Alert!
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Second down and goal. Brady, rush coming, and he's taken down. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal.
44. Hey, shoot. 44. I'm here all day.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
It's going to be a long day. Check 13. Check 13. Rock it. Fight.
On second down, here's Fournette. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Don't be mad. It's more coming.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Get it.
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And an alley to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Bravo. Get wild. Joker.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew, he's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 57 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Go.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He'll try and sneak it here. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come out here in the eye. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Now Leonard Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal, and the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand.
No, 66. Hey, check it.
The final shot before half for Brady. Flush to his right. He's got Lewis. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. 54. We own them. SOS. Hey, team 6. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Check 26.
Off play action, it's Minshew. Going for the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Check 24. Hey, Charlie. Check Mike 54. Hey, what's up? Look, squeeze. Now.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. first down. Brady. This is caught by Robinson. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, Alabama.
They'll run with Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. And a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Watch the flag. 61.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's Brady. Here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep. They've got his man complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Check nickel.
Again, it's Fournette. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Watch the slant. Kill. Hard. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Check. Hey, Haywood. Big dead. Check 3. Get it.
Out of the gun is Minshew. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
I'm coming back.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Mike 50. Alpha.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. A well-executed 22-yard gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Mike Bobo. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
50. Mike 50. I don't even know why his team showed up. Motion.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
Ozzy! Go! Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to...
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And Walker has it. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Brady again. And he can't quite corral it defensively. Maybe some space to go the other direction if he had caught it. That brings up 4th down now. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the wind at his back here in the 4th quarter. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey! Check. Shift. Switch. Check 99. Showing up. Look at me. Go. Check 37. Check 3. Ready?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. Know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Pull it high. Check. Crunch. Hey, alert 3. Alert flare.
Now on 2nd and 13. Minshew. He's going to let this one go deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Check. Lucky.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check. Let's go, defense.
Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They come out here in the eye. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game. If the other team doesn't get it.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Who that? 49. Hey, Sam on. Switch it out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back to throw. He completes it to Westbrook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Look at me. Zipper. 36.
Back to throw. Completes it to Lee. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Another costly turnover, their second of this second half. And earlier when I asked you your keys to the second half, you said, hey, it may be trite, but I think it's turnovers. That's coming to fruition.
It certainly is, and let's face it, they named the game after it, right? So isn't it the most important thing?
Oh, no, he lost the football. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
20. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Go 50.
A second down run with Lewis. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
6-3. 218. Chopper. Hey, 66.
To throw is Brady. And that is incomplete. We saw a lot of that a week ago defensively from him. AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Just always seems to be around the football.
I like your observation there. Understands the game, understands positioning, can put himself in the right spot, and then make a play on the football.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Squeeze. Shoot.
He'll look to throw.
Check 26. Check 26. Watch it. Check.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the 4th quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for Tennessee, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire...
Time flies, had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time.